name is Maria Montiel from Northern Arizona University, and I'm here to present you my project, Aspen Forest Living, Designing for Alzheimer's and Dementia. My project is an assisted living for elders with neurocognitive problems, specifically Alzheimer's and dementia. The assisted living is situated in Flagstaff, Arizona, and my goal for it is to enhance the experiences of a person moving to an assisted living and optimize the space for elders with Alzheimer's and dementia. I work with the needs of people to solve a humanitarian problem. Assisted living can feel like a hospital sometimes, and can be frightening for some elders moving in. I created an enjoyable, happy, and empowering place for elders to live in and get the care and love that they need. This project was very important to me because I have grandparents that I love, and I know how many difficulties they go through on the day-to-day basis. I know I would want the best place for them to live in, accessible, enjoyable, and a place that they could be happy and build relationships with other people. My project was developed with these 3 steps. Step 1, thinking process, and my research about Alzheimer's and dementia, space planning, lighting, etc. The second step was the schematic design, creating a mood board, criteria matrix, bubble, and blocking diagrams. And lastly, my third step was the design development, creating the floor plans, lighting, dimension of spaces, accessibility, etc. So what is dementia and Alzheimer? Dementia is a term that is applied to a group of symptoms that can negatively impact memory. And Alzheimer's is a progressive disease of the brain that slowly causes impairment in memory and cognitive function. This can lead to wonder, sundowning confusion, and agitation. It is very important to make a place adapted and accessible for people with this problem, because it is hard to take care of them with the care and love that they need. They need a place that has a safe environment, an easy layout to prevent confusion, good natural lighting throughout the space, to avoid sundowning confusion, and many other things that they need to have a good quality of life that many of them would not have in their houses. Given all the aspects that I have to take into consideration, I picked space planning, accessibility, color theory, and social responsibility as major topics in this project. For space planning, I did a lot of research on what was needed to prevent confusion. I decided to go for an easy layout with a lot of signals throughout the space to avoid confusion. Color theory is a very important aspect in my project. I went for colors that would psychologically evoke happiness and calm. For example, people with Alzheimer's and dementia can forget to eat, which is a necessity. So I decided that in the dining area, I would go for colors that would evoke the appetite. Contrasts were very important for elderly eye too. Of course, the whole building is accessible for them. The corridors are big enough to be comfortable and to be accessible for wheelchairs. Furniture is adapted for their mobility. Emergency exits are provided throughout the space for any emergency, and many other things. This is the first floor of the assisted living. On the entrance, there is a reception with a beautiful custom-made desk, the waiting area, and the office for consultation. Then we have the communal space for families to come visit and spend a good time with them. A very important aspect of my assisted living was the sensorial rooms, and the quiet rooms specifically made for people with these problems. So what is a snoozling room? A snoozling or sensorial room is a therapeutic environment that is created to stimulate patients with dementia. It gives lighting effects, aromas, colors, textures, optical illusions, and sounds to stimulate a person's system. This helps reduce agitation and anxiety but it can also stimulate reactions to encourage communication. The second floor has the rooms that can be single or shared with different costs. They all have natural lighting with views to the Flagstaff Mountains or the inside patio. Coloring can be very beneficial for people with dementia. It can be a useful activity to help ease agitation or aggression in someone with dementia, as it is very distracting and calming. Color preference for individuals with dementia are red, blue, and green. For instance, blue is a restful color with a calming effect. Research shows that using blue in the physical environment can actually lower blood pressure. With this information, I decided to have those tones throughout my space. Here is one of my perspectives of the dining area. As you can see, it has a very natural look. I wanted to bring the outside to the inside with natural materials and colors. These colors that I picked will increase the appetite. Aspen Forest Living was designed with socially responsible design to give a varied experience to elders and elders with Alzheimer's and dementia, improving the wayfindings of the space, appropriate colors, appropriate lighting throughout the space to avoid glares that can impact negatively the sight of elders. Overall, future design of assisted living should be more conscious of the well-being of every individual to provide a good quality of life and give an easy transition to it. Thank you.